Ex-husband lost his baby, so his wife begs me to fake my feelings towards him and doing as if I was romantically interested. So my 36F ex-husband Tom, 35 meters, left me for his work wife Tammy, 25F, 2 years ago. I never liked her even before I found out about their relationship. The first time I met her at a work event, she told me while I was heavily pregnant, my youngest, better up your wife game or I might steal him off you. Well, 3 months later she did. This woman literally came with him to help pack the day he moved out and tried to have a one-on-one conversation on how she wanted our relationship going forward because she was gonna be in my life, then said as a joke, told you I'd steal him away. Not gonna lie, I'm thankful she did, because when my ex made a comment about her being 23 and her brain not being fully developed, I got the ick so bad it turned my heartbreak into relief. I got everything in the divorce because I got him in his affair fog and gave 50-50 custody for our kids' sake. I'm civil for the sake of my kids so we can both attend events without drama, but other than that I couldn't honestly care less about them. Around June, Tammy came instead of Tom for pick and practically skipped towards me to show off her engagement ring, saying she wanted me as a bridesmaid along with my daughters for something I didn't catch because I was in a rush to get our cat to the vet. She got upset because I just said him her whole conversation per Tom's texts. A few hours later same happened again in September when she told me she was pregnant, which again my zero fucks given upset her. In December when she told me the second I opened the car door Tom's finally getting a son, to which I sarcastically replied I'm sure Lord Tom's excited for an heir to take over his lands and titles, which caused drama too because Tom's family found it hilarious when Tammy was bad-mouthing me. December was the last time I saw her till today at drop-offs with Tom. As they approached me I noticed Ami didn't look pregnant anymore. Tammy tearfully said we lost the baby. I didn't answer, just told Tom our second daughter has a birthday party tomorrow at 3 and the oldest has gymnastics at 5. Tammy literally screamed at me I was a heartless bitch and bitter, then grabbed the girls' bags walking away. Tom said I could show a little humanity towards Tammy and regardless of my feelings she is my kid's stepmother. I told Tom I don't care about what he going through because outside our kids I don't care about them and I don't owe Tammy anything, especially pity. He called me an asshole, along with other things, and left. Usually this wouldn't bother me, but my ex-in-laws who I have a good relationship have told me I should have shown Tammy some empathy and at the very least pretended to care for the sake of the kids. Update 1. So I texted Tom today, due to Tammy's mental state I prefer if he or his mom would do all the picks up from now on, and if Tammy's mental health gets any worse I want the girls full time for a couple of weeks till it's a healthier environment for the kids. Tom tried to call me but I texted him I prefer texts and he said wanted to have a heart to heart. Yeah, not gonna happen. I asked did it involve the girls, but he said yes, but it's also about all of us going forward and the relationship he wishes for us to have. Basically he wanted family therapy with himself, me, Tammy and the kids. I said if he thinks the kids need to see a therapist I would be happy to find one we both can agree on, but again he just kept bringing it back to us, so after a few hours knowing it was going nowhere I just left him on read. I called my ex-in-laws, told them the situation and how I don't want to be involved with anything Tammy and Tom unless my kids are involved. I reminded them I've expressed multiple times I don't care and I don't want anything more than a civil co-parent relationship. I told them even though I value my friendship with the family, ex-in-laws, I will go low contact if it happens again. Mill apologized saying she was very emotional because at the end of the day Tom is her son and he was heartbroken, plus the baby was her grandchild, which I completely understand and I forgive her. Now here where it gets weird, Tammy showed up to my house. Now I've watched enough true crime to know not to open the door and I talked/recorded her by the doorbell cam. She was crying saying she was sorry and she just wanted to be my friend. Then she said I need to forgive her because she lost her baby as karma for what she did to me. She was saying other stuff but I couldn't understand her. I rang the police, then my brother and Tom. She didn't get arrested or anything, but Tom talked to my brother, said he was taking her home and agreed it's best if I have them full time for now. My girls are at home safe. My brother will be staying with me for the foreseeable future. I'll be seeing a lawyer first time Monday about full custody and a restraining order because I've a sinking feeling it's gonna get worse before it gets brought up. I just kept telling Tammy leave my property because I don't want to hear it. I don't know why I was brought into this because I was looking forward to my chill weekend. I'd like to also say for the people in my last post calling me jealousy/bitter, I've nothing to be jealous of. Someone who cheats on you isn't a prize, he is Tammy's problem now. And for those of you saying I don't give care about my ex's life means I'm not over him because I don't want to be friends with him or Tammy. Your ex moved on. When they say leave them alone they're not playing hard to get, they really don't want to talk to you. Update 2. I spoke to a lawyer today. I'm obviously not going to go into details, but with all the evidence and witnesses on my side I've a good shot at getting full custody, but it's only day 1 and nothing has started yet. Tom sexually assaulted me. It didn't go far thanks to my brother, but it's left me very shaken. I agreed to let Tom come over to visit the kids whenever he wanted, so when he came over yesterday evening and went into the garden with the kids I went for a shower. Coming out of the bathroom he cornered me about wanting to talk. I told him it wasn't the time and told him either go out to the girls or leave. He started saying he made a mistake, Tammy was a nut job and he wanted to come home to us. I told him get the fuck out of my house and there is no us, so he started saying stuff I physically can't type without breaking down, then tried to force a makeout session, to put it politely. Thankfully my brother heard and came running. Unfortunately the kids heard everything when my brother and Tom started fighting. I was in complete shock at the time to try to do anything to help the situation. Even when Tom was being taken away I was too scared to move and couldn't confront my crying children. Not my proudest moment. Remember I said before I adopted older cats? Well, I put cameras through common areas in my home to watch them while I'm at work. One of those areas is the hall between my room and the bathroom. I don't know what to do with Tom going forward, but I know I can't face him ever again even with supervision from my father or brother who both work in law enforcement. Tammy sent hundreds of messages to me and my oldest too, but I can't block her by my lawyer's request. My ex-in-laws have reached out and told me they'll help me with whatever way I need. His sisters have disowned him, but this is still all very new. They might change their mind. I plan on moving after everything gets sorted, so I won't ever cross Tammy's path. Thank you all for your love and support. Hopefully I can give you all a positive update in the future, and to the young men sending messages asking for nudes or sending me pictures of your privates, thanks for the laugh, but I'm done with dick. Update 3. So after everything happened I was gonna press charges for sexually assault, but my ex's family reached out. They wanted to meet with their lawyer. Instead of going the court way, my ex said he'd give me full custody and a large amount of money for the girls, more when they got older. I was shown proof of the accounts that were set up with the money already deposited, which can't be touched till they were 18. I took them up on their offer with a condition of my own. Now I know what everyone is gonna say, but having a dad on the offender list plus all the courts would have hurt my daughters more. My condition was he leave the country and I would allow one FaceTime a month to each girl who willingly wanted to talk to him, and if our daughters decided they wanted to speak him more I'd let them. Ex agreed and haven't heard from him since. According to Tammy's Facebook lives, he ghosted her and took their wedding fund her dad gifted them. I couldn't get a restraining order against Tammy because apparently unless she does something bad she's not a threat, even though she showed up at my home and kids' school multiple times, but I guess that's okay in the eyes of the law. I will be moving, though I'm not even gonna drop a hint where or when, because Tammy and well everyone in our town knows about this post after Tammy drunkenly read it out to shame me. As for my kids, they're not taking everything well. They hate their dad but at the same time miss him. I've put them in therapy and hopefully they can heal in time. As for me, I'm in therapy too, and I've realized I never want to get married again or even be in a romantic relationship. I want to be the cat lady everyone assumes is a witch. I'd quite. Did we ever let society fool us into thinking marriage was better than a cozy life with cats? Thank you Reddit for everything. As you Tammy L know you'll read this, but I wanted to thank you for stealing my husband. You did me the biggest favor in the world. Update 4. I've gotten extra cameras and more security around my home. I have passwords with my daughter's schools involving pickups, and a family member comes with me while I wait for them during things like swimming/gymnastics. As for everyone's mental, we aren't doing well. The girls' social lives have taken a hit due to being with an adult family member at all times, and obviously therapy is a slow process, not a magic fix. Hopefully though in a few months things will get better. The reason for this update: Tammy, she cornered me in our local shopping center, mall for Americans. Now realistically I wouldn't be afraid because we are matched body wise, so it would be a fair fight, but nut jobs carry stuff, so I was nervous. I shouted at her to go away but she kept saying let me hear her out, then she'd leave me alone for good, so I did. Here is the short version. I wanted to apologize for everything I've done to you and my part in ruining your marriage. I was a young stupid girl who sometimes she got jealous because she knew Tom wasn't fully over you. I never meant to rub anything in your face. I was only trying to start a conversation at all those pickups because I thought if we become friends I'd feel less guilty. I love your girls and I'm glad I got to their stepmother. I was looking forward to being a mom, but I guess karma had other plans. I wasn't in the best place mentally and I got fixated on you rather than dealing with my grief, which was wrong. I'm sorry. When I first read your posts I was so angry at the monster you made me out to be, but it took my sister to point out you only spoke the truth, so when claimed down and then read them again sober I felt like since a crazy bitch. I didn't mean for everything to go so far. I'm not gonna bother you anymore so you don't have to move. I would never hurt your daughters. It breaks my heart you'd think that, but I guess this is goodbye. I said fuck it, I'll be honest with her. I told her that we would never have been friends even if she didn't get with Tom while we were married because she's unlikable, pick me with no sense of boundaries, and that she needs to get serious help. Then I told her I forgive her and I truly wish she finds peace within herself. We told each other goodbye. I won't lie guys, I thought she was gonna do something stupid to herself, so I contacted my in-laws to get in contact with her family because I was genuinely worried. I know what everyone is gonna say, I shouldn't care or want to help Tammy and call me a hypocrite. I still don't care about Tammy as a person, but I'd never forgive myself if she did something, and I could have made a phone call to prevent it. Here's the twist: I got a call from a friend an hour ago. She worked with Tom and Tammy. Tammy and Tom are together in the United States. Apparently I'm an evil bitter ex who cheated on Tom. Our youngest isn't his, and I made false accusations to get full custody because I wanted to live off child support. I also sent drunk pictures of me pissing on their son's grave, and Tom, out of respect for my girls, won't post them, but he hopes that one day they'll get in contact with him. I apparently also turned everyone against Tammy, even my kids, because I was jealous they love her more, and called her mom. He also disowned his family and called himself a high-value man, which I've no clue what that even means. I'm done.